How's it? Today is Friday, May 26th. It's the biggest Friday of this prep. It's probably the most important one. I am 9 days out from competition on June 4th, which is not this Sunday but next Sunday. And I'm lifting with my boy G1. Haven't lifted with him in a very long time. It's basically just like a year. And I I'm very happy with actually just like having somebody to lift with the next two. Um, he helped me out a lot today for my snatches. As far as it goes, my goal today was to snatch 100 for a few singles and ideally make it to the point where I can confidently hit them and be or have that be my opener. That is not what happened today. I did learn quite a big deal at weight at 100, and I'm super happy with the mix that I did have. So hopefully the next coming days, next week, I will be able to kind of iron things out, rest up a little bit, and taper properly so that I feel like I can actually lift. It's important to know. I think I mentioned it on Wednesday. My adductor on my right side is giving me some issues. So every single time I get into the start position for all of these snatches, my hip is hurting a lot, and it makes me want to be not as aggressive off of the ground. And like while I'm saying while I said that I'm not very aggressive off of the ground ever, but just pulling into position, which is actually really my new start position is with my shins a little bit closer to the bar, allows me I feel like a better extension position at my hip because I'm not like an inch away from the bar like that. That inch does matter a lot, but with that comes like this weird stretch on my adductor right here. Yeah, that position I am not happy. And it doesn't really go away for any of the snatches. It doesn't show up at all with the cleans and clean and jerks, so that's really positive. But I lose a lot of confidence off of the ground for the snatches. And all of these warm ups were honestly really bad. But there was one thing that Jiwan was saying with my snatches today at 100. Um, that was really like it's not reinventing the wheel. It's just a new perspective that I haven't heard in a long time. If I have heard it at all, I do think I've heard it before, but it's just not something that I necessarily think about as far as like being patient with the extension in my arms. It's just 95. It's my last warm up, and so lately I've been trying to just keep my chest on top of the bar, keep my arms as long as possible. And like realistically, if I do that correctly, that means that I will have um, I will have that kind of patience that people talk about, at extension, so your arms don't come pulled in early. So I end up missing these first two, and then he says something here for this third one, and I do make this third one here. Spoiler alert. He said something along the lines of like just extend with your legs, let the bar get to where it's gonna be, and then pull under. And like that is just another way of saying how to be patient. And I'm very very happy that that perspective was added to my toolbox, or I guess it's not even a toolbox at this point. It's a tool shed of just random cues. I was trying to hit 3 singles today. I wanted to do at the max 5 attempts, so not as good as the first one, of course. But I ended up actually doing 7 attempts. I missed the first two, made the third, missed the fourth, make the fifth, missed the sixth, and then make the seventh. And it's because I'm just like frustratingly close to making the lifts. And yeah, I think just that being patient is really 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 what's gonna help me get further. Another thing that he said that I feel like I've told him before in the past. Um, If you don't know, G1, I actually started coaching G1 from powerlifting into weightlifting, and now he's a better weightlifter than I am. So that's a really humbling experience, but I'm very happy that he's making a lot of progress because he works hard as shit. So one thing that he was saying was that like no matter what and how strong he is, like off of the ground, sometimes the weights just feel stupid heavy. And he was saying that if once he can get past his knee or up to extension point, no matter how heavy the bar feels off of the ground, he knows that if he extends correctly and trusts that the lift will kind of come together. And that is all of how I lift. I don't ever feel strong off of the ground. But right now, I am the strongest I've been off of the ground ever. So, yeah. After that, I moved into my clean and jerks here. Warm ups are really bad because I had to rush through them, as I always do, because I don't know how to manage my time. So it was 60, 100, 20, and then 30. Ideally, I would probably go 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, something like that. So I omitted like 2 sets, 3 sets, 2 sets, 2 sets, 2 sets. On that last jerk, if you can see like that hitch and the dip, that was the actually only jerk that I make today. So I end up not doing super well on clean jerks. But this is the heaviest I've cleaned 130 off of the ground at central strength in probably like 9 months or something like that. That second rep, my elbows actually hit my knees, so that would have been a no lift anyway. But I just still wanted to practice the clean, or sorry, the jerk. This is my third clean attempt here. These are cleans that I have honestly no business standing up. So like, I always say that if I can clean it, I can jerk it. And given how hard these cleans are, I'm not surprised that I can't jerk any of these. But it feels like I am. Watch this. I hit my genitals here. I was going for a fourth one just to make sure to make it a little bit better. But yeah, not happy with that. I think as long as I can, or if I can work to stay connected to the bar for my cleans, I would be a lot better off. I think a lot of the similar ideas for the clean and the with the snatch can apply here, but I still haven't figured out a way to do it. So next week is the only time I have to fix it. So it is what it is. But finished off with some pull-ups, some hanging leg raises. I'm like 163.6 pounds this morning. So yeah, that's it for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Shoots.